Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Madam and my fellow friends. Today, my team and I want to present about the effect of pandemic COVID-19 to the company Kentucky Fried Chicken (KFC). This is our team members. First, NIZAHANIS binti Abdul Razak A21A2403. Second, Muhammad Ammar Wafiq bin Muhammad ZUKI A21A2581. Third, Siti NURFATIHAH binti SABTURANI A21A3455. NURUL SHAHFIKA binti HAIRUSABRI A21A3017. NIZAHANIS binti MURAD A21A2705. And last but not least, Siti NASUHA binti HASSIN A21A3091.
Assalamualaikum and good day to Dr. Nurhaiza binti Nordin. My name is NIZAHANIS binti MURAD and my matrix number is A21A2705. I was the first presenter of the course assignment Aft1083 L4 Mikroekonomi. Our group has picked the KFC Holdings Malaysia as the focus of our course research. The portion that I will offer are the introduction and the factor of production. KFC has over 3,700 restaurants throughout the world, with 2/3 of them being franchised. In order to gain market share in the increasingly competitive fast food business, the firm invests in joint venture and continues to explore alternative avenues. Kentucky Fried Chicken was founded by Harlan Sanders. Sanders was born in Henryville, Indiana in 1890 on a small farm. KFC main product is preserved fried chicken bits with a original secret sauce in a variety of flavor. It also sells burger and sandwich as well as fries with potato, coleslaw, wedges, nugget, and dessert, among other chicken-related foods. KFC's strategy is based on innovation and affordable price. However, in an oligopoly market, any price-based competition might be problematic as a remedy. Second section is a factor production. These production elements are grouped into 4 categories: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurs. The first ingredient is land. The case study is KFC Holdings Malaysia. In 1988, Ross Brothers of Scotland gave KFC exclusive rights to establish a breeding enterprise. They import up to 320,000 breed stock each year and house them in their 5 breeding facilities. The second consideration is the cost of labor. Ayam Mas Food Corporation Berhad provide chick to 80 contract farm in Malaysia. Annual awards will be given to those that succeed, and seminars on chicken farming will be presented to encourage breeders. Capital is the third component. Chicken farms are regularly exposed to cleanliness and biosafety restriction in the case study of KFC Holdings. The air conditioning system is switched off to create perfect condition for the hatching process. Lastly, entrepreneurs. KFC Holdings Berhad was chaired by Tan Sri Datuk Muhammad Ali bin Hashim. He also served on the board of directors of a number of companies and organizations. On this basis alone, Tan Sri Ali Hashim has established himself as a successful and respected cooperative member. He has already been called father of KFC for his devotion to the company. One of his advantages is that anyhow is commercial undertaking, he will not compromise Islamic belief.
Thank you for the presenter. Next, my name is Anis Najihah binti Abdul Razak. My number matrix A21A2403. Now, I want to explain about the impact and effect of COVID-19 to the firm in 3 sections, which is scarcity, choice, and opportunity cost. First of all, I want to explain about scarcity. Scarcity refers to the limited resource we have. For example, this can come the form of physical goods such as gold, oil, and land. Socioeconomic scarcity is linked to negative emotional like depression and anxiety. This change, in turn, can impact thought or processly and behavior. Following that, as the result of negative emotional that occurred, KFC is experienced a shortage of manpower and a shortage of raw materials. Indirectly, some of the employers are unable to cope with the emotional burden. This question is, how can define cause emotional to get worse? For example, raw materials such as a potato production as a limited resource. When potato production decreased due to the COVID-19 outbreak, it is like that their KFC sale operation will be less responsive. This will affect production result. As the result, the shortage of COVID-19 can reduce KFC revenue to the next extent. Let's move on to choice. While choice refers to a producer's ability to choose which goods, service or resource to supply among a variety of possibilities. However, the ability to make one's own decision is reviewed as a key measure of economic prosperity and growth. In order to meet the needs of consumers, every community, including KFC company, must find it difficult to answer this question often asked by customers, which is, what action should we take? How do we produce product with reduced raw materials? How to produce it? In fact, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, which had a negative impact of KFC company on the security of raw material resource, this company have to decide to produce the best possibility. The KFC company is postpaid as has forged a strong and long-term partnership with a supply partner that enables the KFC company to continue to provide and produce the food needed to customer. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the KFC company also had a big base towards customer. This is because they have to provide limited planning and production depend on the resource of material supply. Last but not least, I want to explain about opportunity cost. In this situation, the KFC company, this usually profit earned is not achieved. Not only that, employees were also affected because the COVID-19 virus grew too fast and did not always infect employees, forcing KFC management not to pay the wages of affected employees. Not to mention the money that must be spent to select raw material at a reasonable cost as opposite to higher cost. Finally, there is no doubt that the COVID-19 outbreak has had a major impact on business, including the KFC company. Those who have successfully overcome obstacles must have crossed a difficult path, but will not lie. It has also been able to indirectly improve the performance of the company.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nasha binti Hassin. Matric number is 81A3091. Next, I will present about the demand and supply, also the equilibrium of demand and supply. Demand and supply are an economic model of price determination in a market in microeconomy. Demand is the quantity consumers are willing and able to buy at each possible price during a given time, other thing constant. The law of demand claims that the quantity demand of the good fall when the price of the good rise, other thing equal. While the supply is the quantity consumers are willing and able to buy at each possible price during a given time, other thing constant. The law of supply claims that the quantity supply of the good rise when the price of good rise, other thing equal. This is the chicken supply table and the supply curve for KFC. Next is the equilibrium of supply and demand. Equilibrium refers to a situation in which the price has reached the level where quantity supply equal quantity demand. This is the equilibrium of supply and demand KFC.
Assalamualaikum and very good morning to Madam. I am Muhammad Ammar Wafiq bin Muhammad ZUKI A21A2581. Today I would like to present about cost and production. The total cost paid by our company to manufacture a certain amount of product or provide a service is referred to as production cost. Labor, raw material and disposable supplies are all examples of production expenditure. Production costs are described in economics as the expenditure paid to obtain the component of production such as labor, land, and capital required in the production process of a product. Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, is a popular restaurant chain in the United States. KFC has two primary restaurant design, an indoor dining location and a delivery service. Customers appreciate KFC consistent quality and low price, and the company has a solid reputation. During the pandemic season, the company experienced some financial problems due to high raw material costs as well as high fuel costs for the transportation sector. This caused the company to have a bit of a problem in their finance. This is total revenue for KFC, total profit for KFC, and total cost for KFC, and this is a graph of output product.
Hi, my name is NURFATIHah binti SABTURANI, number matrix A21834555. So, in this slide, I'm gonna present about the types of firm. So, the first one is any economic system in which individuals satisfy their needs through the division of labor, cooperative production, and the trade of goods and services released on the business as a core institution. So, there are four different types of legal firm. At one extreme is the proprietorship. Market share is the fraction of total industrial production owned by a business. Take for example like a KFC and McDonald's, which both provide snack foods. So firm must decide their optimal output to create in order to achieve maximum profits. A company generates quantity of output under perfect competition when the marginal cost of the final unit produced equal the marginal yield of the product. For KFC, they must know their price of their raw materials such as chicken. For example, KFC's profit margin in India is roughly 30% to 35%, making it quite beneficial to open a KFC franchise shop with this profit margin and high value of the KFC. For this slide, I'm gonna present about the firm opportunity based on our opinion. External elements that may provide a competitive edge to a company are referred to as opportunities. If a government lowers tariff, a car manufacturers, for example, can export its vehicles to a new market, boosting sales and market share. Based on the above analysis, we are going to propose several possible ways in which the fast food industry can resume operation in the post-epidemic era. First of all, reduced eat-in service is recommended for the catering industry, and it's suggested that fast food restaurants explore more channels for selling takeaways. For example, they can encourage consumers to order food online through social media, apps, and chat tools. When delivering the food, the fast food restaurant should pay attention to the sanitary issues and make sure that the takeaway delivery men wear masks and gloves and disinfect the food package so that the consumer will not worry about the safety of takeaway.
Assalamualaikum, my name is SHAHFIKA binti HAIRUSABRI. My metric number is A2183 I would like to present my part, that is conclusion. Finally, based on the discussion, the government should ensure economic recovery for rescuing the country from the pandemics of COVID-19. This is because it is envisaged that substantial financial support will be able to control the spread of COVID-19, promote domestic academy, produce investment, and stimulate consumer spending. In the long-term COVID-19 pandemic situation, fiscal policy and monetary policy continue to play a crucial role in assisting economic recovery. According to the federal government Fiscal Review and Revenue Estimates 2022 report released by the Finance Ministry, the government will continue to provide substantial financial support in 2021 through additional aid and economic stimulus package to mitigate the negative effect of pandemics and control measures. To stimulate economic and health recovery, the government used a variety of fiscal measures, including the utilization of part of the National Trust Fund money to ensure enough funding and speed the implementation of immunization programs under the National COVID-19 Immunization Program. The government has also recognized expenditure priorities to assist the healthcare system, relieving people burdens and maintaining company viability in light of rising budgetary needs. The Bank Negara Malaysia Monetary Policy Committee has agreed to keep the overnight policy rate at 1.75%. The rate was maintained after considering the present economic development scenario, the worldwide financial sector and the country's current economic status. The central bank of a country plays an essential role in this regard, as the monetary authority is charged with implementing monetary policy responsibly and pragmatically in order to achieve specific objectives such as price stability, long-term economic growth, and stable foreign exchange rates. In this sense, the role of monetary policy in reducing the impact of COVID-19 on the national economy, particularly on the impact people and business, is critical. Aggregate spending, national income, and aggregate demand will all rise as a result.
That's all for my group. Thank you.